Welcome to our lecture online. Now we are ready for some practice. Here's our first example set, 4 examples, to see if we've learned how to solve linear equations. Our first one is fairly straightforward. We don't have to get rid of parentheses or fractions or decimals. We just need to start by moving all the terms that contain the variable x to one side and all the numbers that do not contain the variable x to the other side. So in this case, we're going to move the 3x to the left and the 4 to the right. This becomes 5x minus 3x. Remember, when we cross the equal sign, we change the sign, equals minus 8 minus 4. The plus 4 becomes a minus 4. Now we collect common terms. So we end up with 2x is equal to minus 12. We now divide both sides by the numerical coefficient of the variable x. And so the result is, and let me move over here, we end up with x is equal to minus 6. Our second example, we have fractions. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of the fractions. Let's see here, the largest the largest denominator, 6, is not the common denominator. Let's try twice that, 12, and you can see that both 3 and 4 do divide into 12, so the LCD in this case is equal to 12. Which means we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the lowest common denominator, which in this case is the number 12. Again, we need to do the same thing to both sides, otherwise the equation is no longer the same. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. That gives us 8x. Plus 4 goes into 12 3 times, so 3 times 3 is 9. Equals 6 goes into 12 2 times, so 2 times 5 is 10. That gives us 10x. And here it's simply minus 2 times 12, or minus 24. Now it looks just like we did, like we see over there. We simply move all the terms with the x to the left side, all the numbers to the right side. So we have 8x. This becomes, when we move it to the left side, becomes a minus 10x equals minus 24. We bring the 9 over here, it becomes a minus 9. 8x minus 10x is a minus 2x equals minus 24 minus 9 is minus 33. Now we divide both sides by the numerical coefficient in front of the x. The negative 2's cancel, so x is equal to 33 divided by 2. All right, now on to our third example over here. Again, we have fractions, which means we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by the lowest common denominator. In this case, notice that 14, the largest denominator, is common to the other two denominators, 2 and 7. Which means that 14 here becomes the lowest common denominator. So when we multiply this through, on the left side we get minus 14x. 2 goes into 14 7 times, so we get plus 7 times x is equal to 7 goes into 14 twice, so 2 times 5 is 10. And 40 goes into 14 once, so we get minus 3. Notice in this case, all the x's are already on the left side, all the numbers on the right side. So minus 14x plus 7x is minus 7x is equal to 10 minus 3, which is 7. We now divide both sides by the numerical coefficient in front of x. That cancels out. So we end up with x is equal to negative 1. And finally, here we have kind of a strange example. We have a combination of a decimal and fractions. So let's take a look at the fraction and say, what is the lowest common denominator? Since both 2 and 5 are prime factors, or prime numbers I should say, then the lowest common denominator would be the product of the two, which is 10. So here we can see that the LCD in this case is equal to 10. Well, 10 is also the number we would have to multiply the left by to get rid of the decimal. So it looks like if I multiply both the left and the right side by the lowest common denominator of the right side, I also take care of the decimal on the left side. So that works out pretty well. I can then multiply the left side by 10, and of course, I must also multiply the right side by 10. When I do that, I get the following. On the left side, I get 62 minus 110x is equal to 5 goes into 10 twice, so 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 goes into 10 5 times, so 5 times 3 is 15, and of course, the negative makes it a negative 15. Then I move all the terms that do not have an x to the other side. I have a negative 110x on the left side is equal to 8 minus 15, and the positive 62 becomes a minus 62. So next, we need to combine like terms. So on the right side, we have a minus 62 and a minus 15. So when we combine that, that's a 7, 7, that's minus 77. And then we add a plus 8 to that. So plus 8, we need to subtract that because it's negative and that's positive. So that becomes a minus 69. So on the right side, this equals minus 69. On the left side, we have a minus 110x. And so now we divide both sides of the equation by the numerical coefficient of the left side, like this. And so we end up with x is equal to, the negatives negate, 69 over 110. And so that's how we solve these 4 examples. They're good examples. Notice we had a combination of having to find the lowest common denominator, and in this case, getting rid of both decimals and finding the lowest common denominator in combination. And that's how it's done.